Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Transport Fever! I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day, because I'm certainly excited to be back in the great American plains. It is currently May of 1886. Yes, there has been a time skip between episodes. Simple reason for that is I just kind of felt like it, really. Figured we'd skip a little bit of time to see how things are going, and things are actually going pretty well, if I do say so myself. I do think things are going pretty well. We don't have as much money as we once had, but in 1885, we made $145,000. This year, we might make something similar. For example, a reason for that would be because the train stations are slowly starting to get busier and busier. This train at the moment is actually full. And if we come along here, this train station is almost at a point where it would fill that train again. So the train that we have running back and forth is currently in a spot where it's almost full on every journey. Now, if we go ahead and have a look at all of our lines at the moment, we can see that the Chicago Loop isn't really making any money. The Chicago to Elgin line is making money. Chicago to Grand Prairie is making money. Lafayette, money. Salt Lake City, money. The Santa Rosa Loop isn't, but that's okay. The Chicago to Santa Rosa passenger train is almost making money. Almost making money. And we are actually making money on all of our cargo lines as well. Now, what I want to go ahead and do is take a little bit of a risk and go ahead and put more vehicles on all of the cargo lines. I'm thinking we double each of them. So 8 vehicles taking logs, 6 vehicles taking planks, 6 vehicles taking tools. I think that might be a good idea. An expensive idea, but a good idea nonetheless. So we're going to buy some road vehicles. We're going to go for American horse carts, because I believe that's what we're currently using. Kind of expensive, but that's all right. And we're going to say you're going to be carrying some logs. So we're going to buy 1, 2, 3, 4 of you and set you on the logs to planks line. You are going to be carrying some planks. 1, 2, 3 of those and set them on the planks line. And you're going to be carrying some tools for me. 1, 2, and 3 of those. Taking some tools back and forth. Now, hopefully those are going to make us some serious cash. Having a look here, it looks like the train line is almost making some decent money. Oh, good. Skype is pinging me, telling me it needs to update. No, you're good, buddy. You're all good. Yeah, so the train line is almost making money, which is great to see. I know one of the major reasons that it isn't is simply because the frequency of the train line is pretty bad at the moment. It really is as simple as that. The train line is not very frequent, so there's a lot of time between us making money. It's kind of as simple as that, really. Now, my hope here is that we can get these cargo lines to make us a little bit more cash, because they are making money, just not a lot of money. And if we go and actually have a little look over this way, there's a lot of logs lying around there that I want to move. There's also a lot of planks lying around there that I want to move, and there's actually some tools lying here as well. Now, I'd like to make more tools. I'd like to make sure we're getting plenty of those produced, because Chicago is consuming them, just not many of them. We also actually have really bad percentage on the so this is the percentage of resident paths that are using my lines. Now, what that means is that's the percentage of people that are going somewhere via one of my public transport lines, that's a really bad stat. Not that many people in Chicago are using one of my lines. And I'm kind of not okay with that. I'm not really sure why the number's so low, but the number is pretty darn low indeed. Now, if we have a look here, the train line is still technically making money. So we might be at a point where we're turning this around quite nicely. Looking at our general profits, I mean, this year, 1887, we're only on minus 68,000, despite spending an extra 217,000 on new vehicles. So even with a significant bit of expenditure in the form of those new vehicles, we might make a profit. I'm going to keep a close eye on that. It is very near the end of the year. The train is currently en route to Chicago with 28 of 28 people. Looking over here, there's already 29 people wanting to get back here. And if we look in Chicago itself, there's going to be 32 people waiting to head down to Santa Rosa. So what that tells me is one of two things. We can, number one, go ahead and get ourselves a second train. Or number two, we can get another carriage for this train. Which is kind of what I'm thinking because, well, there's two reasons. Number one, this train, I am pretty sure, is almost at the end of its lifespan. And that's kind of a bad thing. Actually, no, it's still got 7 years left, so maybe we could add another carriage to it. We could set an automatic replacement vehicle. That is an option. We do actually have a new train as well, the Mogul here, which can do 40 years. It can do 47 miles per hour. It is $971,000 though. So what I might do is say that we will auto-replace this with the Mogul. So we'll add that. And we have these as well, which are, I believe, larger passenger cars. So I'm going to add 2 of those so that we can carry 32 passengers as opposed to 28. Now that's going to be 1.97 million for that vehicle. But it can go faster than the one we have. So what I'm going to do is say at 100% of your lifespan, automatically replace with that. I might say go as far as doing 2.47. Ooh, maybe not. We'll do that. So basically, in 7 years, we're going to spend $2 million on a new train. It is going to be a faster train, but that's still a lot of money to be spending on a vehicle, especially since a lot of my vehicles will eventually auto-replace themselves. So I am a little bit concerned about that. I'm also thinking that it might be an idea to, just looking at this, maybe get another vehicle or two on the Grand Prairie and Elgin lines. There's a lot of people waiting around there, which I'm not so much okay with. There's actually a lot of people waiting in Salt Lake City as well. 35 people waiting to go from Salt Lake City to Chicago. Quite a few people waiting in Grand Prairie as well. So I think it might very well be worth going ahead and checking that out. So yeah, we did lose $65,000 last year, but again, that was with $217,000 being spent on vehicles. So that is actually not bad news at all. If we hadn't spent that money, we would have made some kind of profit or another. So what I'm going to do is, the year's 1888 at the moment. We'll let the game run. Hopefully the train will get to Santa Rosa before the end of the year, which is a weird sentence when you think about it. It looks like it's just about going to make it, which is good, because the train's currently carrying 25 people, so that's going to be a decent bit of money from the train there. So we're going to be looking at $162,000. And it's almost the end of 1888, so I'm curious to see just how much we're actually going to make in the year 1888. So there we go. We made $169,000. So that's really good news. We are effectively making a profit as long as we don't build or buy anything, which is tricky because eventually things are going to stagnate. So we need to make sure we're doing some good stuff. Also, you might notice I changed the roads here a little bit. Just a little bit to make it a little more efficient. But looking at this, good lord. Yeah, we really need to get more people going to Elgin. We need to get more people going to Grand Prairie. There's a lot of people just waiting around at the moment, and I'm not okay with that. Although it's tricky because the vehicles are so slow. If we had faster vehicles, I don't think it would be as much of an issue at the moment. It's just because our vehicles are so painfully slow right now. Having a look in here, and this thing's going to be carrying 28 people, right? Yeah. So that's currently carrying 28 people. It can do, oh wow, it only does 28 miles per hour as well, so fair enough. It's got 5 years left. It's valued at $131,000. Could it be worth replacing it now? That would lose us a run, though. We would lose the 28 people that are currently on that train, which is my problem. But it might be worth replacing it. And getting the faster train, getting the bigger train. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of money, and yeah, I mean, oh, you know, I didn't look at the running costs of the replacement vehicle. So replacement vehicle is, so that's gonna be 1.8 million. But the replacement vehicle is, I mean, this costs what? 162k per year plus 83.1. So 100 and, let me tab out and do this real quick. So 162,000 plus 83,100 plus 83,100. Hold on, let me do this right. Okay, so that's going to be about 328,000 per year to run the new train versus, oh no, it says 300. It says it right there. It literally says it right there. Nice job, me. Okay, that does make things a little. So 328,000. We're down to 1 million. What did we just replace? Did I just? I must have replaced the train. Did I replace the train? Did I just buy that vehicle? What? What? I'm actually kind of confused right now because I'm not actually seeing the train. There it is. Oh, you are beautiful. Look how fast you are. Did I click the button or did I just wait that long? I don't know. Either way. Oh, you're so much faster. What is the frequency on your line these days? Okay, yeah, that's so 13 minutes. That is, I mean, 2 minutes better than it was. So I'll take it. Very expensive to run, but I'll take it. Good Lord. All right, I'm kind of excited to see this thing maybe make some money. Hopefully with a higher frequency, more people are going to be like, hey, let's take a train. I kind of have my doubts, but we will see, I suppose. It is a lot faster as well. I'm kind of keen to see this thing up and running properly. Unfortunately, at the minute, there's 7 people there. I really hope that picks up a little bit. There's 19 people there. We got another 1 going in. There's the train coming in as well. So what's that? 218,000. Ooh. Oh, that's not bad. All right. So these vehicles are currently having trouble. Road Vehicle 59 and Road Vehicle 58. I'm pretty sure those lines are these lines here, which are still making pretty good money. So if we go to automatic replacement, the vehicle would be an American horse cart, which is kind of expensive, but it's going to have to be the case. This is the logs line. What I actually want to do is say American horse cart that is going to be carrying logs, and I'm going to make it a nice sort of orange color. And that's going to automatically replace. Now, that's going to cost me a fair bit of money, but we're going to have to do that. So this one is the planks line, which is going to be a similar story. Replace with planks, and you can be, I don't know, one was orange, this one can be yellow. No, it can't. It can't be yellow. It can be a brown color, why not? So planks, there you go, and automatically replace. Then the tools one, very similar story. Vehicle is American horse cart, carrying tools, please. And you're going to be a white cart, if possible. I don't know if they actually do adopt a color just yet, because they are just a horse and cart, so we'll see what happens. Oh my god, there's so many people waiting here. Grand Prairie and Elgin definitely need more vehicles by the looks of it. They definitely need more. You're currently carrying 19 of 32. That's not bad. It is definitely making more money. It seems like the longer the distance and the quicker the distance, the more money we seem to charge, which I'm very much okay with. And in general, it looks like we're just getting a little bit more money from a lot of the journeys right now. So I'm quite okay with that. We just desperately need to get more people moving from Chicago to the other destinations. And apparently, I mean, looking around, yeah, Salt Lake City's quite busy, Lafayette's quite busy. Grand Prairie and Elgin aren't so bad. This thing here is still packed, which is a bit of a pain. I think I can upgrade this if I really want to. Yeah, I totally could. I don't want to. I don't need to, and I'll also lose the resources if I do that. But, oh, good lord. They really are carting a decent amount by. There's a lot of planks there. There are still some tools lying around here, which is totally fine by me. We actually have more planks coming in, so we should see more tool production fairly soon. There we go. Not bad. You're going to be carting the tools back and forth, which is fine by me. So go ahead and rock in there, and we'll get you to grab a few sets of tools. There we go. Alright, so are all of my lines not making money? Other than the Chicago Loop? It certainly looks like it, doesn't it? Even the train's making some good money. So if we have a look here, I mean, we spent 65k on new vehicles last year, still made 62k. 61 thus far this year, midway through the year as well, and we're not looking so good. But I think we'll be alright. I think if we can keep the popularity of the train up, I mean, it's currently not looking so good, but it did just, it's made a little bit there. Where is the train currently? Can I go to it? Train's currently on its way with 9 people. Ooh, that's bad. Oh, hello. We got 22 done here, though. So that's definitely going to be an improvement. I am definitely noticing fewer and fewer people using the train at the moment, though. I wonder if that's because the line sort of reset. Because what I've noticed, and I think I've mentioned it before, but I've sort of noticed that a new line isn't going to perform all that well. So when you first set up your line, it's going to be really bad. It'll probably lose some money, but eventually it picks up. So I'm wondering if that's going to happen with the train since we put a new vehicle on the line. I'm wondering if the line is kind of reset or something. I really don't know. But I'm very tempted to take a chance and go ahead and throw some new vehicles onto the Salt Lake City line and the Elgin line and the Grand Prairie line. Because there are still so many people waiting in here. Also, can I upgrade that any further? I don't believe I can. I could throw electricity in there, but we're not actually using trams, so I've really got no need to do that. So I don't know. How are we looking in terms of tools for Chicago? We're up to 12%, which is not awful. It's not perfect, but it's definitely not awful. It would be nice to start providing something like food for Chicago, which is definitely something we could do in theory. We could also provide construction materials. If we can provide stone or slag to the Chicago construction materials plant, we can take the construction materials back to Chicago, and construction materials are actually a job-related thing. So we could start providing some materials for some jobs in Chicago. And there is a quarry just up there. So that's a very simple production line. That is wagons from the quarry to the mill and back to Chicago. It's, you know, 2 different lines. It's here to here to here. It is just 3 destinations. So that's not bad. Down here we have the iron ore mine. I'm not too interested in that. If I really wanted to do food, what would I have to do? So there's a food processing plant down there in Santa Rosa, which could be interesting. I could totally set up a cargo truck to do that, but I don't think I want to. There's a farm over in Salt Lake City, and there's a farm over in Durham. And it does look to me like the only food... I don't want to miss anything, but it does look to me like the only food processing is in Santa Rosa. So that's a bit of a pickle. How many people are on the train currently? 17 isn't terrible. So that's 155k. The train is almost full, so it's getting better. We are currently losing a fair bit of cash each year, but I'm noticing that's all due to vehicle expenses. Especially this year. This year is quite expensive for new vehicles. So once we stop that nonsense, we'll hopefully be all right. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a good food production line. It looks like it is going to have to be Santa Rosa that we take the food production to. I'm not a huge fan of the idea of doing a truck line from Santa Rosa, though, so I don't know if we'll do food just yet. If we can get to a point where we can... Oh, good lord, that's so expensive for these new vehicles. Can I borrow more money? Nope. If we can get to a point where we can set up trains to carry goods, I would absolutely do, you know, food from here, or, well, I guess grain or grain and livestock to here, then up to Chicago via train. And I technically could do that. I could slap a, you know, a food transportation wagon onto the back of the train. I just don't know if I want to do that. Let's have a little look and see how much money the train's going to make when it pulls up here. Very curious indeed. So you're going to be making... Oh, 257,000 is not bad. You're up to 26 people again, so that's going to be another 250... whatever. I think. 14 people down here. Yeah. You know, despite spending nearly $1 million on new vehicles this year, minus 263k is not bad. Oh, we just got the electric trolley. Pretty sure that's a tram, isn't it? Like, that's not actually an electric road vehicle. That is a... Yeah, that is a tram, which is unfortunate. But that's fine. Are we are still spending on new vehicles. Come on, man. I'm not okay with this. We're spending so much. We're spending so much. I'm also looking at this and thinking we really could throw more vehicles onto this line if we wanted to. This thing is producing like crazy right now. We really could. I mean, everything other than the loop is making money, which is not bad. Also, the train's down to 10 minutes, which is even better than it was before. I guess that line has just taken some time to get, like, adjusted and get set up, but... Yeah, I have to say, this... Oh my god. What are we currently replacing? I'm really concerned, guys. I'm really concerned that we are going to go bankrupt because I'm automatically replacing vehicles and I don't really have the money to do it. Another 26 people going back there, so that's going to be another 200k. There's 14 people, 15 people. It's going to go up to 18 people. So there's probably going to be a decent number of people that are going to get a train from here again. So I think the train line at this point is keeping us afloat, which is fine by me. But I'm really tempted to take a risk and get more vehicles on the cargo hauling lines, especially the tools one. Because the tools one, well, no, especially the planks one. I think the planks one could be better. Because there's a lot of planks down here. I kind of like the idea of getting more tools on the go. So maybe even two more vehicles for that planks line. So 2 more of these guys hauling planks, buy them, and set them on the planks line. So we'll see how that goes. Train is on its way. There's 25 people waiting here. Train's currently hauling 26 people. So what are we going to be looking at? 257. All right. How many people currently done here? Hopefully more than 27, 26, 25. Okay, so yeah, we're getting fairly consistent numbers going back and forth in the train. I think the train at this point is making us money. I think we might also be done with replacing vehicles, and it looks like we might turn a profit this year. I have my doubts, but it's not... Oh, hold on. It's not going to be as severe of a loss as we've had over the last couple of years. So I think we're going to be all right this year, and I think 1994 might be a significantly better year than the last few that we've had. I'd like to get us back up over 1 million. I just don't know how likely that's going to be. So interestingly, we've just unlocked the Steam Lorry, which is able to carry goods. It is $31,000, which is $10,000 more than the American horse cart. But it might not be a bad thing. It would be really useful to have if we had money. Unfortunately, we don't. But we are looking at a potential profit in 1894. So if we can actually turn a profit, I'm going to be super happy. This thing here is currently loaded up with 32 people. Oh, that's beautiful. We're getting a full load in the train there. Oh, that is music to my ears. 20 people currently waiting up in Chicago. I think we're going to start turning a profit, ladies and gents. I think this is the year. This is the year when ConflictNerd Transport becomes a serious enterprise, when we start making some serious money. I think that's what's about to happen here. We got 17 people. We got 19 people. Come on, let's get more people than that, though. I want to see more people. I also really want some kind of public transport that isn't, you know, led by a horse. But, I mean, it's still 1894, so I'm probably going to wait a little while. If we're being honest here. How much money are you going to make, though, with 32 people? I don't think we've seen a full load on that train yet, so this is going to be a bit of a new thing. So 32 people is going to be 316,000. We are back up over 1 million. So that train line is, yeah, it is absolutely making a profit at this point. That's beautiful. Everything's making a profit, actually. Literally everything is making a profit. That makes me incredibly happy. Hopefully we can see maybe a few more planks coming around here to start making more tools. We only have 3 tools set out at the moment, so these guys aren't actually working working as well as they could be. It definitely looks to me, I mean, how many... Ah, right, so here's the thing. It is 2 planks to 1 tool. So what that tells me is it could be an idea to drop the tools line down by a couple of vehicles, you know? Maybe we sell this guy, maybe we sell this guy. So there are going to be fewer vehicles on that line, but we should see them filling up a little bit more. That's my theory anyway. Because if it takes 2 planks for 1 set of tools, then double the number. It just seems to make sense, I think. A stake car. I don't think I'm too interested in that, to be honest. 11 people currently waiting. Hold on a minute. What's the reach on that train? That train station has terrible reach. I feel like if that was more central, we'd have a lot more luck with the trains, but I guess we're not having bad luck either, if we're honest. 29 people, not bad. Yeah, I don't think we're having bad luck by any stretch of the imagination. I think we're still having some teething problems, and that kind of annoys me, because we are, like, what, 4 parts into the series, and we're still sort of in this weird place where it's like, are we going to make it? Are we not going to make it? I feel like we are. I mean, last year we made 311K. This year we're probably going to make similar, if not more. So I think as we slowly expand things here, we'll be all right. It would be nice to maybe go ahead and upgrade some of my cargo vehicles, but I'm going to have a look and just see how much it would cost to set these guys to, like, upgrade immediately. So this thing here, to upgrade all of them would, I think, oh, please don't do it please don't do it on 1 click. 172k, that's not bad, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let me upgrade all of these guys, because that's not as much as I thought it would be. Oh god, no, don't replace. Logs. Do logs. They're not set to do logs. No. Yeah, replace immediately. There we go. That didn't cost me much, that's fine. So your replacement vehicle is going to be this, doing planks. Which is fine by me. And we'll get that in, like, orange. I don't know. Get them in orange. Replace. No, that's going to be 158k. Go ahead. And then you are going to be replaced by these in white, carrying tools. And replace now for 70k. That's fine. So we're getting those replaced with better vehicles. With faster vehicles. 16 miles per hour versus 12. And they can carry more as well. So we should see a much better back and forth. Look at this little thing. Oh, look at you going. Where are you off to, you little stinker? What are you doing? So you're the planks line. Oh yeah, you're orange, of course. Oh, that's pretty cool. That makes me really, really happy, actually. Look at this thing. So it's going to pull in. It's going to drop off some logs. This fella's off with the planks to the tools plant. So yeah, we are, you know, despite spending $402,000 on replacement vehicles, we still made 10k last year. So that, to me, I think is a pretty huge success. We are almost in the 1900s as well, which is pretty big news. You're currently carrying 11 people. That's bad news. That is straight up bad news. 19 people currently waiting here. That's up to 21 people. Hopefully that's going to rise. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to leave it there for today, to be honest. I might leave a little bit of time between this episode and the next one to let the money roll in a little bit more. I don't like doing that, to be honest, because then you miss the unlocks and all that stuff, and I don't always remember what we've unlocked as a new vehicle. But I might do it just because I don't really want to do another episode following this one where we're just sitting around looking at things and waiting for money to roll in. That is kind of a very common thing in this game, especially early on. Later down the line, once we get everything up and running perfectly, that won't be the case, but for the time being, that's just kind of how the game's gonna be, so I'll see. Actually, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll not record the next episode before this one goes out, so leave a comment on this one saying whether or not you want a time skip again, because I'm sort of feeling it. I feel like we're getting to a point where if we just sit and wait, we're going to make pretty good money. So let me know, basically. Let me know what you're thinking with regards to a time skip, and I will act accordingly. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you kindly for watching. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!